Monday morning coffee. Good morning, you guys. How are you doing? I'm so happy today because I'm getting into a new year for me. As you were aware, if you're following me, you saw that it was my birthday yesterday. So I first of all want to thank you, all of you that have dropped a birthday wish here and have took the time to share your thoughts with me. I'm truly grateful for that. And I had so many messages, and I'm not gonna, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna have the time to answer all of you because there's so many of them. And I mean, it really touches me, and I'm really grateful for that. Donc, pour la communauté francophone, j'aimerais vous dire merci pour tous les gens qui ont pris le temps de m'envoyer un message. Y para la comunidad en español también, quiero agradecerte para tomar el tiempo para realmente mandarme un mensajito y un pensamiento para mi cumpleaños. Entonces, donc, okay, so we go back to English. But I'm really grateful for all of your time and like the birthday wishes. Like this is one thing about social media is when this is your birthday, it's a pretty special time. And then you just realize how much that we are connected, and we are just one click away in reality. And that's one part which is really cool. So again, I'm really humbled. I'm always amazed about the amount of people that are taking the time, and this is just a beautiful thing. So again, thank you. Merci. Muchas gracias. So today I want to share something which, you know, when that is your birthday, you're always reflecting where you're coming from. And 5 years ago, my journey started into the field that I'm in right now. And for me, the 40-year mark was an important one, because I just realized that the way I was managing my life, the way I was advancing, the way I was operating could not continue this way. Otherwise, I would probably fell short to the goals and the objectives and where I really want to go in life. So you start reflecting as you're getting older, which I just realized now, you know, birthday and those things is just a number. The reality of it, you know, I feel probably younger than I was 10 years ago, because I really know where I'm going. And that is a little bit what I want to share with you. I want to really help you to understand where I came from and where I am right now. And all this is because I did prepare my plot. And what do I mean by that? Is you got to form in your mind, and you got to form, like if you want to create a shape, a metal, like an instrument, if you want to shape something, the very first thing that you have to do is you have to create the mold, right? Which you're gonna put the liquid in it so that it can take a form. Well, your mind operates about the same way. And if you are taking the time to mold what you want to create in your future, well, you've got to do the very same thing. And all this starts with preparing your plot. And this is such a beautiful analogy. And I'm gonna share with you like how it relates to me and how that I came and what I've done through this. I see there's a bunch of people which is joining. Thank you again. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for connecting. So if you are paying attention and you are really seeing a plot, like a piece of land, right? When you buy a raw piece of land, normally when you do so is there's going to be anything on that land that tells you that you can construct something on there. You're going to have rocks, you're going to have trees, you're going to have things which is going to be in between, and it is so messy. And where I'm living, there's mountains, and there's some of the houses that you see, and there's a plot for sale there. And then you see you look at the plot, and I mean, it goes, you've got maybe, I don't know, a meter or two, if you are working in feet, like about 7 to 8 feet. And then all of a sudden you've got 100-meter drop behind it. And you say, how are they going to build a house there? Well, this is where that you got to start preparing your plot. So probably what you have to do is you have to feel the land, right? You have to do engineering in order to create something that's going to be able to sustain your home. If you're a farmer and you want to plant fruits and vegetables there, you're going to have to work your land and probably remove all the rocks which are there, and remove the trees and the roots and all of those things. So this is where the preparation comes about. And there's a lot of work that needs to be put there. And this is where the studying yourself comes into play. So every time you see someone which have been successful, and like you see him like over social media, and right now it is so like all over the place in social media. You see a snapshot of someone's life, and then you think that is their reality. Well, it might be their reality, but it's a snapshot, it's a picture on a journey. And right now the only thing that you have is a moment into that journey, but you haven't seen all the work that needed to be put in order to bring you right there. We had an event during the weekend, and one guy, which Bob's a good friend of Bob, and he's always bringing him, and he's always, saying, this guy is so good. Like he's one of the greatest student that I had. I've been studying with Bob for 20 years. Now you might think 20 years. But what you don't understand is, like, one of the goals that he had, which was to win an Oscar, took him 14 years to make that goal a reality. But when you see him with the Oscar in his hand, like the only thing you say, oh, so I would like to have an Oscar. So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get an Oscar. But you don't see all the work that came in order for him to achieve and accomplish that. And this is what is deceiving, and this is what nobody talks about. And when you start to understand this, you understand why it is so important to have the right mindset and preparing your plot. So preparing your land, preparing your mind, so you can put those seeds in. Because right now you can say, I want this, I want that. But if your mind is not fertile, that seed cannot grow. That seed cannot give you the fruits that you want to have. And this is where the preparation is as important as well the action and the where you're going, right? So to go back to my personal example and where I'm coming from, a few years ago, when we arrived in Los Cabos in Mexico, I was looking for an apartment, and that was an upgrade. Like the apartment that we had there was an upgrade from where we were when we were on the other side of Mexico in Playa del Carmen. And we were paying X number of dollars a month for the apartment that we were living in, and it was really nice. It was on a golf course, beautiful view, ocean view, and all those things, right? And we were really, really comfortable. Now, this is where it becomes extremely dangerous, because you live into this comfort And you don't realize that you have blind spot. You don't realize that you are engraved or embedded, or like your feet are stuck in the sand. It's all good, it's all working very good, but you're not necessarily taking extra step, you're not growing into your path, because you have your feet stuck into your comfort. So as I started to get involved with this material, and I started like to get better and advancing, and start like getting a little bit of results here and there, well, we put a massive goal, which was, that massive goal was, okay, we're gonna move to Europe, and we're gonna do this because we're gonna go there and we're gonna start creating a new market. We're gonna get involved like into a different market, and like our market right now is working really good. It's growing. It's like we have a lot of clients. We're serving a lot of people, and that's beautiful. But let's stretch. Let's create something that is very, very scary for us, and we're getting out of that comfort. And what we did is we moved from that comfortable place where that we're very comfortable, you know, you can do pretty much whatever you want, and your lifestyle is good. But now you are putting yourself into a place which is totally uncomfortable. So you bought a bigger lot where that's going to be like bigger work to be doing. And what we did is we moved from this place, and we looked into our mind. We created an image of where we want to live. And we wanted to live in a place where that we have a lot of land around, and there's like, you know, nature around us. We've been living like almost oceanfront. Like the first 8 years of our life in Mexico was not oceanfront, but we're very close. And the other place that we're living, we had ocean view. So we didn't need the ocean. What we wanted nature. So we had this as a picture, and we had like this beautiful kitchen with middle aisle and you know, ceiling beams like that you see in haciendas, and wooden floors, and walk-in closet, and you know, 4 bedrooms. And the picture, like preparing that picture in our mind, was so clear that this house presented and came into our experience. And I'm not going to go into details about like everything that happened there, but it came so easily when you're looking backward. And what we did is it allows us to upgrade our lifestyle, and we were able to pay 8 times more than what we were paying before in terms of to live here. So what is happening is, the moment that you start preparing your plot, the moment that you start preparing your mind, you're allowing yourself to expand and to grow and to see that things are possible. But you're only gonna realize this when you look backward. When you're moving forward, everything looks absolutely frightening. Everything looks, it's crazy. We shouldn't do that. Why are we doing that? Why are we putting ourselves into this nonsense and scary thing? And we don't need this. We're comfortable where we are. You have all of this bullshit thoughts that is happening in your mind all the time. And your goal is truly to be aware of that inner dialogue that you're having, and not listen to the bullshit stories, because the bullshit stories will always try to keep you exactly in the comfort, not change anything. Keep your feet in the sand. You're comfortable there. There's no reason for the advancement. But that is not true, because there's one thing that human being, us, you and I, absolutely need, is to advance. We need to continuously advance and expand and grow. And if we would go at the cosmos thing. The cosmos is always expanding. Well, we in the small part of our cells, the cells need to do the same thing. It need to expand. You need to expand. And it's only when you're expanding, when you're opening your heart, when you're letting things come in, that truly you're going to feel alive. That is the absolute necessity, the absolute desire that each and every one of us wants. I want you to pound on this, because I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling that I just get started. I'm like, as much as I've been moving, I feel that I'm just getting started right now. I have the feeling that everything I've done before is to prepare me for what's coming now. And I'm so excited and so grateful that you are on this journey with me. And if you want your journey to expand and to grow and to continue and to move, like, get in touch with us. I'm so, like, there's so much bright side about what's coming right now. It is just beautiful. And again, I want to share my gratitude. I want to share with you that this journey would not happen if each and every one of you wouldn't be there. Like, the universe wouldn't be complete if each and every one of you wouldn't be there. And that is a beautiful thought. And I want you to take that thought with you this week and really, like, see how this makes you feel. Because the truth is, we are all one. And if you're growing, I'm growing. If I'm growing, you're growing. And that's the way we must look at each other. And that's the way that we should share and connect and be that oneness that we're meant to be. So this is the message that I have for you. I don't know if you have a little bit of questions, but I see, like, happy birthday. Thank you. I see some people that are sharing their thoughts with me. Let me see. Morning from Los Cabos. Happy Monday morning. Good. Regarding the law of rhythm in regard to gestation, how does that correlate to quantum leap? Well, the quantum leap is, you see it only in retrospect. Like, as you're advancing and you are making that quantum leap, you know, as you're moving into it, you're not really realizing it's a quantum leap. It's only when you start looking backward that you're going to realize, whoa, like, that was a huge leap that I've just took. The law of gestation, if you think about it, each seed do not grow at the same pace, right? If you take a Chinese bamboo, for example, it takes 5 years before it bursts the ground and it starts growing, but it grows within 6 weeks over 100 feet, like 30 meters. So each seed will grow at a different pace. It's truly, I believe that the quantum leap comes a lot with your awareness. So the more you increase your level of awareness, the faster things will occur. We, like, just to give you an example, this week we were just, you know, reflecting on different things, and we were asking question about, like, you know, the awareness that we had. And now we are capable of seeing that our answers are coming into about the same range on time. So, like, we asking a question, and then all of a sudden, like, the answer comes a few days later. And, like, in different occasion, it's about the same amount of time. Now, the more that you're gonna increase your level of awareness, I believe that this time will shorten. So it's truly like based on your level of awareness, how fast and how much that you become, that things are manifesting into form. But the truth is this: From the moment that you're thinking about a thought, the moment that you have a desire, that thing exists instantly. It's in the ether. If we are talking about the quantum realm, there's no time and space. That doesn't exist. Like, we live into a place where everything exists evilly present, 100% evilly present at the same time. So if I think about something, that thing exists, even though if I'm going with my creative imagination, which is something that, like, into the physical world we're living, I've never been into form, that thing exists. The moment I have that thought, poof, it exists somewhere. Now, the idea is to vibrate at the same frequency. And maybe right now, like, you're listening to this and just like, what the heck is he talking about? The challenge that we have is we've been conditioned to live through our 5 senses. We've been conditioned to live through what we can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. But there's other frequencies that you cannot see with your senses. It's there. And this is where you need to tap in order for you to start embracing and use this into your physical world and use this into your present material world. So that is the idea of creating a new awareness. But you're not going to be able to access those things if you're not preparing your plot. And this is where that a lot of people become extremely frustrated, and they say, like, those personal development doesn't work, blah blah blah. But the information that they have, the knowledge that they have, is totally incomplete. So how would you expect to be able to use something if you're missing some pieces of the puzzle? Right? You try to do a puzzle, but like, you're missing a bunch of pieces, and then you think that all this is gonna work. That's not the way it works. So you need first to prepare your plot, and that you're doing this through studying. You're doing this through getting that information that's going to help you to create a plot which is ready to be receiving. And then from that standpoint, then you start planting your seeds. And those seeds will always grow if you take care of them, right? It's like you're planting a seed of whatever, an acorn. Are you going to have a tree next day? No, you don't. Like, you need to nurture it. And in the beginning, probably when it starts bursting the ground, it's going to be very fragile. It's going to be like, like anything can, like a little rat can come and just like eat it away. So you're gonna have to really take care. And the smaller when your goal, when you see this start to germinate, this is where that you have to take the most care. But when you know that seed is getting older and stronger, and then it takes care of itself, and actually it starts helping you. So this is the beauty, and this is what I love. Like, this is just a beautiful image. But think about a plot that you're buying. Think about yourself as a farmer, and the only thing that you have is you have to prepare your plot, because you can let your plot just be taking care of themselves, which the majority of you might be doing this. You let your plot on its own, and you let whatever comes from the outside, like, doing. So whatever seeds or whatever wind that's bringing a new seed into your plot, things gonna grow, and anything can grow. But is that what you want? If you would have a plot, and if you would have a nice piece of land, would you take care of it to get exactly what you want? Or, you know what, I would like to have carrots here, and I would like to have potatoes here, and I would like to have corn here, I would like to have flowers here. Actually, which type of flowers? Do we say, oh, I just want flowers? Or you would say, no, I would like to have sunflowers. You would dictate exactly what you want on each row. Why are you not doing the same thing with your mind? Or you letting whatever comes from the outside, letting the wind from the news coming and just coming to your mind, and then all of a sudden, like you've got seaweed. Like when you're just like, I want seaweed. Like, what is that? Like, I mean, why do I have seaweed into my plot? And then you have nightshade, which is deadly poison. And there's like, I don't want nightshade on my plot. Yeah, but if you don't do anything on your plot, this is the only thing that's going to grow. So you've got to dictate what is it you want. It's the same thing. That's how your mind works, and it's just a beautiful metaphor, just a beautiful way of looking at how your mind is. And if you're taking care of it, you're going to be able to grow whatever you want in it. So that was a long answer. Dang. Buenos dias, and maybe the best birthday ever. Thank you. How do you release resistance? Wow, this one is a good one. Whatever you resist persists. So normally it's because that you want to hold on into something. What I would say to you is forgive. If you forgive, that is how that you're going to be able to release. You've got to forgive, and you're forgiving whatever that resists, and then forgive yourself for holding it as well, for resisting. And that's probably how that you're going to be able to do that. So this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for connecting. Again, thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm so grateful for your time, for you to connect here. If you have more questions or anything, just drop a little message down there. And I hope that you're going to have a spectacular week, and I'll see you next Monday for another episode of Monday Morning Coffee. Peace out.